You might have noticed that the name has changed a little bit. We have changed the channel name to Tech265. I literally just forgot the channel name for a second there. Alright, so in front of me I do have the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. Let me just tell you guys right off the bat, okay? I have been using this mouse for probably about 2 months now, and it's amazing. It's amazing. But I will do a proper review in like a week to come. As of today's video, we're just gonna do a simple unboxing, kind of what you can expect when you purchase one of these. Speaking of price, these come in at 99 US dollars, so it's not the cheapest mouse, but I feel like it's justified. There's reasons why it is probably the first and last mouse you're gonna use ever, you know, probably until they release like the next version after this. It's one of those mice that you buy and you don't really change it for a long time. It's super durable. The battery life is amazing. On the box itself, it writes that it is rated for 70 days of battery. Of course that depends with somebody's use. I haven't reached probably those figures. It definitely goes a while before you have to think about charging it. I think the longest that I went was probably 3 weeks without charging this guy. So yeah, it's pretty good. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing experience. So as I have been using it for a while, you will see that the box is open right over here. But basically that's the seal that they put on, and you will notice that my box has some Chinese on it, as I am in mainland China, so this is probably the China / international version, but it's all the same thing. Alright, so getting into the box. Alright, I got it. Getting into the box, we have a box within a box. Awesome. You can pause this if you want to. I'm not gonna like read everything off the back on there. Probably this camera will be a little bit better for that view. Nothing really important. Tells you what's in the box over here with some icons labeled there. But for now I'm not gonna need this, so just gonna throw that aside. Alright, now we have the box. And I have to say, although I've done this before, but it's a thing of beauty. I mean, come on, it's beautifully packaged, right? Just look at that. That is like thoughtful presentation. It kind of reminds me of like a pebble, you know, some type of nicely shaped pebble. That's kind of what it looks like. But the design is a little bit, you know, weird. It's super ergonomic. When you lay this puppy down, it is super nice to use, I have to say. Right, so I'll put the mouse aside. Further on the inside, we get what they call a Logitech unifying receiver. It basically allows you to connect to your computer. And then they have this weird kind of thing. It took me a while to realize that this is not a compartment for something. It kind of just helps hold the mouse inside the box. Alright, so I'm gonna put that aside since we're done with that. And then we get this little box inside. I see a cable inside there, and of course some documentation, and there's some promotion for the Logitech MX keys, which is a keyboard made by Logitech. I hear it's pretty nice. I hope to review it in the near future, but it's kind of the perfect pairing with this mouse. So I'll put that aside, and we just have some recycling information on how to remove the battery if you do want to recycle it. I suppose this is useful if you are replacing the battery as well, maybe after like a year or 2 or 3 of use, depending on whether you're a light or heavy user. We do have some safety information, blah blah blah. There's probably a warranty card. Alright, I'll put that aside too. Now, getting onto the cable, it is it's nice. I actually haven't used this cable to charge the mouse. I had kind of a generic USB-C to USB-C cable. I think it was from a Samsung Note 10 or something like that. If you have USB-C cables lying around, it's gonna work with this mouse. The connector for that is on the front. So it's not obtrusive. If you are charging and working with this, it's not gonna get in your way, you know. It's coming out the front, sorry, just like a normal mouse. Ooh, okay. And what can I say? It's a really nice cable. It's not a braided cable, but trust me, the material feels super nice and it feels like it's gonna last a long time. But I'll get to using this someday. Just that for now, I don't actually have a use for it. And then we get to the mouse itself. So on the bottom of the mouse, you get kind of this sticker with some graphic on it about how to connect to your computer. This works perfectly for PC or Mac, so there is that thing. Although there is a version which is made specifically for Mac, I'm not quite sure what the differences are. If anybody knows, you can tell me down in the comment section below. But as for now, I haven't researched that, so I'm not quite sure what the use is. Alright, so on the bottom of the mouse, we get the on and off switch. We have, what is this thing actually called? I don't know, the light, the laser light? Basically what allows your mouse to track on a surface. That's over here and it's pretty good. It's rated to track on glass, which is I think up to 4 millimeters thick. I will put the correction to that if it's wrong, but it's like super good. So you don't even need a mouse pad for this. You could literally just be tracking on a glass table, a wooden table, and it would work perfectly. Let's just turn that on. So once I turn that on, you get this green light over here, which is the battery light or battery indicator. And then we have the switch here, which allows you to switch between up to 3 connected devices. Okay, so looking on the underside of the mouse, those are the only 2 switches. Coming to the top side, we have this switch over here, which changes the kind of feeling or mode of this mouse wheel over here. And I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, it has kind of this like super fast scrolling mode. So if you click that once, it will change to the fast scrolling mode. And then in the other mode, it's kind of like a traditional mouse. It's a ratchet type of scrolling. So it's like one line of text at a time, something like that. And then we have these 2 switches here. These are hotkeys. You can configure them to anything you want, but I leave them on the default. So on a web page, you can click this to go back one web page, or click this to go forward again. Same thing if you're using some editing app like Adobe Premiere Pro or Photoshop. This will be to undo and this will be to redo your steps. And then we have this kind of side scrolling wheel over here, which you can also configure in the Logi app. It's super good, it's super nice. Once you configure that, you can use it for different things. Think about your timeline in Adobe Premiere Pro and how you can basically be scrolling from left to right with this rather than using this scroll wheel up here. Overall, this mouse is pretty nice. It is super high quality. This material over here is kind of like a soft touch rubber material, if I should say. It feels super good. That's probably one thing I don't like about it, is this clicky sound. My previous mouse had kind of those no sound keys, you know, those where you click and it's like super silent, but this super loud. So it took a while to get used to, but I think now I'm actually used to the sound. And yeah, if you're like working on something or playing games and you have headphones on, you won't even hear the clicking sound, so it doesn't distract you that much. But yeah, other than that, super good mouse, super ergonomic. This has been the unboxing experience of the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. In the next video after this, we will get into more in-depth review of this mouse. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to comment down in the comment section below. Hit me up, I'll be in the comment sections. And yeah, thanks for watching this video.